Hey everybody, it's Mary and welcome back to the channel. The beginning of this video is going to be a little different film-wise because my cameraman is at school. And I have so much canning stuff sitting around my counter, I have nowhere to get a good angle on the camera. So, I'm sorry. But anyways, I've got to make tomato sauce. I have my tomatoes already washed and cut up. Now folks, I'm sure you know how to cut a tomato. So, please forgive me if I don't show you how to wash and cut it up. But what I am doing is I have my roaster. I'm going to put it on about 220 degrees. Okay? And I'm going to dump my tomatoes that I already have cut and cored. Honestly, I can't tell you exactly weight-wise how much it is. I didn't weigh them. But I have got 2 big buckets right here. Guys, this is real life. Overlook the mess. It is what it is. Okay. Those came from a local deli in one of our grocery stores. So I have them filled up with tomatoes. Okay, I have a bunch of Romas. They're probably 3/4 Roma, and then the rest of them are different heirloom tomatoes that came from my mom. Honestly, I have no clue what the majority of them are, except they are humongous tomatoes, and I love them. She's kept the seeds for years and years, so I definitely take advantage of them anytime I can. I put them in tomato sauce earlier this year, and with aromas, and with my tomato juice, my oven roasted tomatoes, my salsa, and honestly, I don't remember what all I've done with them, but they're really good. So anyway, back to actually what needs to be done. Okay, I have my roaster set. I have it set on that temperature, folks, because it will simmer and cook away. We're going to reduce them by almost half before we use the immersion blender on there. So, if you'll bear with me for just a second, I'll get these tomatoes put in here and I'll show you how full it is. Alright, bucket number 1. Bucket number 2. Okay, we got that done. Okay, as you can see, it is piled high. So, with clean hands, always, guys, when you cook. I'm just going to spread these out. I'm going to get my lid, put my lid on here. And now, the best thing about this is I get to walk away from it. Unlike most other things, whenever I do the canning on there, I have to stay and babysit. But I can go do other things, like get more tomatoes ready for making tomato juice later on today. Because my tomato table is full, and I have 3 5-gallon buckets that need to go on my table to finish ripening. Okay, my tomato sauce has been cooking for hours, folks. I've had it low, and as you can see, it's greatly reduced. It was mounted up high when I put the lid on there. There's still some liquid in there, and that's okay because we want some liquid in there. I think these have cooked down enough to where I'm going to go ahead and use my immersion blender and just puree all this up to make a really, really nice sauce. It's always nice when you get caught on the knob, isn't it? Okay, I believe I have everything pureed up in there. Folks, it's cooked down a lot, but it still has more moisture in there than what I would like. So I've got the heat turned up. I'm going to let it simmer. A little stronger simmer than what it has been on. And cook some of this liquid out. And then that way we can get it jarred up. I'm not going to make it super, super thick because I want to use it for a tomato sauce. I'm going to can it plain with just salt. But if I want to use it as a pasta sauce, I can. Or a pizza sauce, I just need to reduce it a little bit whenever I put it in the pot. But this is a blank canvas. I can season it any way I want once I take it out of the jar. Okay, as you can see, our sauce has thickened up pretty good. Now folks, I realize I could take this down and get it thicker, but number one, it's going to process in my water bath canner, so that's going to make it thicker. And whenever I put it in a recipe, it's going to cook down too. So I don't want it too thick, so this will work. Okay. Again, let me recap. This is just tomatoes, nothing else. I'll let them cook, gosh, I can't even tell you how many hours. Really low, so everything would soften up and all the juices would come out. Then I use my immersion blender on it. Okay. Now, I just turned this off, so it's still hot. Okay. I have my jars over here. They're hot. My canner is heating up. Now guys, due to limited space, I cannot have everything where I normally do right now. So I'm going to pour the tomato sauce in here. Now, before you do this, if you want a completely smooth sauce, you can run it through a food mill, a sieve, or something like that to make sure that there's no seeds or no stray chunk of something that you may have missed with the immersion blender. Hey guys, I'm not perfect. So if I find something like that, to me it's not the end of the world. It's like, oh cool, a chunk. But you may not feel the same way. So I have to take this over here because I do not have room here, as you can see, because it's canning season, or there, as you can see, to put everything in there. Okay, I'm putting a half a teaspoon of salt in here, and I'm putting a tablespoon of bottled lemon juice that I have shook up. Okay, I'm putting that in each and every one of them. Okay, then I'm going to wipe my rims off to make sure I didn't spill anything. I'm putting my rings and my flats on here. Folks, I personally use new flats every time. Some people don't. That's entirely up to you. If you can take them off without tearing them off, hey, or tearing them up, I should say, you're better than me, because I always make a mess out of them and I'm not going to risk something not sealing. But if I can get them off and know that they're still good, you better believe I do it. But anyway, I just have that on finger tight, and guys, as you can see, you know, it's got a real good consistency. But I'm putting that in my canner. I realize it's not full right now, but once I get all the jars in there, I will make sure that the jars are covered up. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and fill all the rest of these up, get the water boiling, and then I'm going to process it. I'll process my pints for 35 minutes. And this is according to the ball book, guys. I did this by the book, believe it or not. But let me get this going so I can get it finished tonight. Alright, the tomato sauce has just got done processing. It did separate a little bit, but folks, that's a simple fix. All you do is stir it up. So, let me take this over here and set it down. And let's grab another one out of the pot over here. But guys, what do you think? Works for me. I can make this out of stuff that I grew myself and have the satisfaction. Yes, tomato sauce is normally not expensive, but whenever we transfer this into pasta sauce, pizza sauce, barbecue sauce even, you know, cost does add up some. But this is the self-satisfaction of knowing I can provide healthy and organic food for my family. So, thanks a bunch, guys, for watching. I really appreciate it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on that next video.